Well, draft-wise, if we look at what we have, I must say I am going a little bit against AKKE, at least draft-wise, because I feel like their draft can crumble very easily, since you are not having a lot in the form of frontline. You are all relying on Toby to have that spells for utility available, so he can bail you out from those dangerous scenarios, because if he is not ready, then you are dying there.
Yeah, that's kind of the big thing out here right now. You've got to be pretty careful around that. But as you mentioned, you've got Toby as well. So there is going to be those extra Matilda airlines for your team every single time. Plus, considering Nanda is on the Lunox right now before level 4, he's actually going to win out on all of the duels against Creep. So that's something he's got to work with. Again, the Cosmic Fission comes in. Kenshin has been sent back, Creep has been sent back, so that's a big win coming in for AKKE at the very early game itself.
I must cancel out my statement before, because honestly, now looking at the mid lane matchup... Oh, wait a second, Alan first, but against Maku, he's gone like that.
That's a big one coming in. You mentioned about this as well, a lot of comfort picks from the other side, but it's the tendencies of AKKE to play around that hill curve, which Revenant Order know. And that's something where they've got that first priority now. They want to focus down over towards the top lane as well. A lot of damage being dealt. Toby is going to stay alive. And it's also Astra on the CC, so pretty tanky. They're going to be safe.
And even though the fight happened, he still has his vengeance. He's still baiting, maybe doing engage under the tower, maybe baiting with that vengeance. But Grok already started in the turtle, and Revenant Order are in this game right up on top. They are ready to fight and they are ready to rumble.
Oh, Maku, he eventually teleported out there in that bush now. There we go, the Dark Knight falls. Eventually, it's going to be taken easily by Alan. No problem coming in there. But there we go, the Thornrose instant on Astra, who's going to be running back to safety now. Shadowblade Slaughter used up, but doesn't matter. Was not really able to land in the skill one out there in the open, so bit of a problem coming in for Creep. You really need to land those sword spikes if you're Gujin.
That's definitely something important, but the thing is, AKKE, with that crazy mid lane priority, were not able to pick up the first turtle. That's something that shouldn't be happening with the draft that you have. Oh, wait a second, Moscow, I think he connected, or did he steal it?
Yeah, he stole it. That's something that should not have happened out here right now, but this is an overextension. Nandayo instantly destroyed in a second, thanks to all of the CC coming in from Kenshin out here right now. Maku is going to stay alive. Creep did not really have the sword spike instantly for that connection. And look at that smart play. This trying to steal away every single camp from Maku.
Oh, they are not making it easy for him. He is one death already, and now Kreve, not really Kreve, but Alan, 2 kills in his pocket, two kills towards his gold advantage, 2 kills in his piggy bank, and he is already getting accelerated.
It's going to be a big booster coming in for that Lancelot out here. Considering Reborn Easy also now has got the Heart's Claw. That means he's going to be ready for the next few fights out here. He's going to have that snowball early against Sirius.
Oh, he will be so ready. And another important thing is that Kisen is not really ready right now. Moscow needs 3+ items, but Reborn on that Bruno is super ready as they approach this midline fight.
Yeah, it's going to be a couple of flickers being used up instantly along with the Dark Knight Fall to save their own life, but those are some very big utilities being used up already. Now you don't have anything to go for this turtle contest. No Ruby DD coming in from Nandayo. He's not farmed up well yet. That's something. That second turtle going in for Revenant Order. Now they're going to develop that snowball in the mid game.
Moscow unfortunately connecting, but not really stealing it away like he was able to do with that purple of last time. Kreve.
Oh my goodness, the damage coming in from the sword spike and the delayed from the magic worship or lethal ignition out there. Picture perfect, and the recall on their faces. That is just nasty. And again, Toby can't do anything except just see the buff being stolen away. Nothing that AKKE could do. This draft has gone in with a lot of comfort picks, but it is becoming uncomfortable to play.
No, absolutely. It's being made so much harder with every play happening, and Astra now in big trouble.
Yeah, right now he's still gonna survive though with the vengeance, and thanks to the Yo-Yo Blitz coming in, there we go. Cosmic Fission coming in with the Chaos Assault as well, side by side from Nandayo, but they do not do any type of damage. Shai is back to his full HP.
Wait a second, Kenshin is cooking something up serious and had to flicker away, but he lives for now, not really for long.
Yeah, that's a perfect tank coming in from Shai. He eats up every single shot of the tower. And then Creeve just hops in. This is the big problem which I mentioned that Guzan could eventually possess for the other side. You don't have any ways to hit a hard crowd control. And Creeve, yeah, he's just gonna have his own fun time.
He's definitely having a lot of fun times as he jumps in, forces Lunox to ult away. Oh, Moscow connecting, but not really on the right target as Shai forces Astra away. Can she live? She doesn't have vengeance right now. Can he live? Can he jump out? He's trying to. There's a knockup coming from Kenshin. He goes down. Shai picks this one up, but more kills coming in the way of Uranus. I don't know if that's the hero you want the kills on, because even though you are 3,000 ahead, if it's sitting on Uranus, it's not really that well used.
I agree. If it's on Uranus, it's not well used, but as long as they're going to have that advantage, I think so they're going to be pretty fine with this. Predictions as well coming in. We're going to be talking about that in a second right now as the third turtle is being picked up by Revenant Order. And I think so with this, the prediction of Synth could eventually come true if this is how things are going, right? He's the only one with a 2-0 in favor of Revenant Order. Me, Zakota, and Nish, all of us have gone for a 1-1 for both of these teams, while you and Kronos have gone in 2-0 for AKKE.
No, we were high on Copium, it looks like, because Revenant Order are really stepping the game up. But what's super important is that Toby will, even though with that early game presence, even though with that mid lane priority, Toby will be super important in the later phases of the game, because Kenshin will fall off, his grog will not be as important in the later team fights. Whereas Nando with Lunox and Sirius with his Moscow will scale up so well. Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, tectonic charge right onto the faces in the tower itself, though. Creeve is going to survive with the brilliance coming in. And Nandayo really wants to take this fight on the other side, but he does not have enough damage. But guess what? Maku's there. He wants to push out forward along with Sirius as he gets one more. Kenshin wants to make sure the rest of the members stay alive. And he will do that job by falling off. Creeve hops in as well. And now I think it's about time for the other side to eventually go for the disengage as AKKE. They will be disciplined. They're not going to overextend at all. Except the damage that eventually comes in from the other side though. But guess I said it a bit too early. Maku obliterated by the Gusion on the other side right now. Shai is going to be the target from the third end as Sirius becomes the third pillar to shut him down along with Nandayo and Astra. The mid-tier 1 finally should fall.
You need to keep an eye on Kyusen, because if someone can carry this game, it's him. Toby gets caught. Mega kill for Creevy.
That's a big mess up coming in from Creeve though. He missed out onto that salt spike. Could not be onto Astra on the other side. Now Kenshin will fall on the back of that miss though. But I have to say, Toby as well, he overextended a little bit extra. Again, some questions coming in by AKKE. It seems like they're not really all on the same page, but it's absolutely fine now. They're going to be trying to focus on this Lord first.
But maybe they will be focusing Shai down, because wait a second, Kyusen got that 1v1, but he gets shut down by Creeve. That's not the guy you want to give gold to. He's 5-0-3. He will run away with the game.
Yeah, absolutely well. He's making sure that he gets all of those early items as well. I'm pretty sure I remember he made those Genius 1-2 early on. So yeah, no Athena shield coming in on the other side. Yo-Yo Blitz eventually taken down though, but Creeve is getting destroyed by the damage from Maku as well. As again, tectonic charge available, boost up as well. He's going to be running back to safety. Kenshin still got that. He'll be destroyed finally as the Phantom Execution comes in. Thornrose did not connect onto anyone. Support comes in from the backside with the SOD. It's absolutely perfect by Kyusen. And with that, they're going to take down the tier 1 in the mid now. Toby is the target of the sword spike, so Creeve will not move out forward, and that gives the advantage to AKKE.
But the thing is, AKKE are outscaling. That's what I wanted to say before more clashes happened and just cancelled me out from speaking. But right now you are only 1000 behind and you are scaling so much better. And the gold is on Kyusen. Whereas on the opposing side, you have some kills on Shy, of course a lot on Krief, but I don't know if he was farming. I would need to see the gold graphs so I know how far or how even is Krief.
Yeah, that's going to be the focus on right now. Again, a big tectonic charge coming in. They still want to take down Toby, but the brilliance comes in. Krief should be destroyed. A massive shutdown on the other side as the backline is not surviving. Nandayo with a cosmic vision along with Maku on this Hellcut. Get a 4 for absolute zero trade with a Lord marching top. Now you've got the Holy Shield, so it can clear out one wave, but there's still 10 more seconds for Krief to hop back, and his wave clear is not enough. Shai is going to be the next target as again another circling eagle used up, and he gets absolutely taken down. No type of Grok, so it's going to be a big question mark as to how Krief will pull this one off, ladies and gentlemen, as we move in for one last time into the land of dawn itself right now. Last game, Revenant Order taking on AKKE, blue and red side respectively.
Oh, Toby is already starting to pick a fight against Kenshin, but Kenshin is having none of that. He's going right for that beetle.
That's a lot of damage being dealt out here right now. And I think so Revenant Order would really want to utilize this opportunity to constantly deal the damage, as again Krief just making sure that his presence is noted throughout the map though. But he's going to be missing out this one wave out there in mid, but I think so it's going to be fine. Kenshin should be able to clear this one up. That will make sure that he eventually receives the Divine Judgment once the turtle pops up.
But the thing is, Toby is already in the opposing jungle, going for more, picking another fight, but he will be going down. Wait a second.
Oh, he's holding on for now, though. My goodness, Kenshin almost wanted to catch it, but there we go with a flicker coming in from Krief. And no utility to save anyone. All skills back on cooldown. Nandayo does not really have anything right now as Maku really wants to catch in. The distance close in, coming in and perfectly positioned Thorn Rose. That's how you play the Lancelot, says this man. Going in for that trade instantly. It was Nandayo though, eventually got that pick.
Maku absolutely ready to save the day. Just when you think Revenant Order are having a good early game, Maku jumps in and throws it on its head. Toby, unfortunately though, in a little bit of an XP deficit. Now with no flicker available, Alan goes for more.
He really wants to catch in a few more shards out there. Turtle's going to be reset out as Toby wants to run away. There we go. The Landshaker's going to come in. Tectonic charge catching absolutely no one for Krief. So that's something, but it's absolutely fine. The Turtle was left out wide open now, and Astra needs to run back to safety, but there's no safe space, not even in his own tower, as the Vengeance popped up at the last second. Will save his life, but not the gold from top.
Oh, definitely. The gold platings are getting chopped off as a Revenant Order are making their way there. Suppressed, Astra, bye-bye, you are gone.
Big question mark coming in though, but a quick trade coming in the form of Alan as well. Nandayo catching him instantly, but there we go. Raging Slashes combine it with the damage of Kenshin from the Ring of Order. It's absolutely perfect right now, but the chase goes in. Maku wants to catch it. One more! And where did the Ethereal show up from? Kyusen with the Windtalker. Make sure he's got that extra maneuverability, extra mobility. Not really going in with the Ducati skin out there, but really has got that big black cat, making sure she's running all around the map.
But the thing is, Toby, before he died, he warded off, so Shy had to flick around like it was his last regards. But last regards are also definitely being sent toward Astra as he passes away, unfortunately, on the top side.
Yeah, this is one of the CCs which is actually facing a lot of problem, right? And I think so I do understand the idea of Revenant Order as well. It's a winning lane for Astra. You just shut him down early on. You already have a 1-1 out there in the gold lane, which is technically going to be a 50-50 matchup though on the other side. Toby making sure that he survives out there. It's absolutely fine, right? With the Grog buff now, he's going to be getting that HP back as well, that too very quickly, so that he can stay in the fight a little bit longer. But I do see things are actually turning out to be a little bit more difficult for Revenant Order out here.
I'm not quite sure. I am feeling Revenant Order as they are feeling themselves because they try to go for Toby. He gets suppressed, but he runs away. Great performance, actually. Great mechanics coming from Toby.
Gonna make sure that he stays alive out there, but now he does not really have that tectonic charge for the re-engage out. But on the other side, Krive has exactly that. Make sure he pushes up Sirius all the way towards the back. And with that, another turtle being secured by Revenant Order. I was worried about their scaling, but who cares about that? Nandayo answers back. And this assassinating Kagura has learned a few tricks from a Hayabusa, making sure that she's hidden in those bushes. Toby's gonna fall. This Grog is no stronger than the earthquake being caused by a Revenant Order, but that's about it. A jungler for a roamer. AKKE will take that every day.
But even though we have already said that it looks like Revenant Order are out of their plans, this all looks according to plan. It's going according to the plan because Revenant Order 2,500 gold ahead, 7-4, coming strong into the second game.
Big one coming in now. It's all going to fall down over towards the EXP lane right now as they're still trying to catch an Astra. He's all the way out in the open as he gets stunned up with the Landshaker. And it shakes the entire realm of Astra as he gets sent back yet again in the fountain. Nothing to work around with, and another dodge with the needles coming in from Reborn TZ on this 1-1. You can't catch that. And there's Scream, who's actually going in, gets the Terrified as well, but the ECL is something you did not anticipate. Overextension being punished, and AKKE are still in this game.
The craziest part for me is definitely that Astra was able to use his vengeance, but it didn't matter. He got destroyed like he didn't even use it. Alan and Shy, there was so much damage coming from them that Astra, even though he used vengeance, he popped like a balloon.
You got to be pretty careful around that. Now, one of the big question marks that I really have for AKKE and specifically for Nandayo is the fact that who is he going to target in this mid to late game? You've got Reborn TZ, who's been causing some troubles out there. We'll talk about that as Houston. He gets instantly destroyed first, and now it's going to be followed up by Maku. That's two of the big main damage dealers out in the mix, taken away. Toby, he wants to run back to safety, has got the tectonic charge, but still decides not to use it. And that's a big surprise as it's the third pick for Revenant Order. And a third turtle as well for Allen. He is snowballing out of control, and maybe it's going to be the fourth one right now. Nandayo, Rush Umbrella Flea coming in, but a big curtains call on to 2. And Astra takes down Allen, but he's not surviving for any longer as well, as now we've got Reborn TZ. Deletes him out there as again, Shy, he does every single thing himself, zoning out 2 of the people out here, and now it's going to be UTL joining in. Houston finally hops in with a heavy crossbow, but it doesn't have any damage. How is Lapu even surviving for such long? This is just bonkers. He stays alive. Houston falls. No one on the side of Revenant Order takes any casualty. This seems to be it.
This definitely seems to be it, because if you take into consideration that Revenant Order are outscaling their opponents through Reborn and Alan, oh my god, that late game is looking super strong, and right now you are 5,000 gold ahead, sitting very firmly in the advantageous position, and only one that can respawn, that can maybe make it harder for you is Kyusen, who is right now sitting on 3 deaths, and as we were saying, that Reborn doesn't have his best game, not really that comfortable. He is definitely comfortable on that 1-1, but who doesn't look comfy is definitely Kyusen. He's 2-3, and he doesn't have a break in this one.
Yeah, he's facing a lot of troubles, man. I'm not really sure if this is one of the best ETL games for him. Just getting caught out there, and I'll have to say, Shy on the Lapu. Lapu, he's not shying away from any kind of fights. And now this double marksman composition, it's reaching its strength as well. You mentioned about it perfectly a few seconds ago. Double marksman, Revenant Order, late game, yeah. Good luck trying to survive through all of that.
But what I like is that AKKE are not slack enough and they are trying to push the side lane, so they now have to respond. And even though if they are able to take the Lord, you still have an advantageous position on the top side where the top lane is being pushed away from you, and now you can work your way onto the bottom side waves.
Try and focus down as the Lord eventually gets taken for free by Revenant Order. I'm not quite sure if they really have anything to work around with. Even Astra on that CC hasn't really been giving them any kind of opening. The only person who's had a proper success till now was Nandai on the Kagura, right? 3, 2, and 1, and that's about it.
Oh, absolutely. But the thing is, right, Astra, oh wait a second, crazy suppression.
Yeah, big catch coming in, and that to Astra, taken down instantly right before that fight as well. Lord marching down from bottom side, so I think so Astra should be back up in the game itself, but that's absolutely okay. The tier 2 in the mid lane is going to fall right now. Revenant Order, they're making sure that they're focusing on this siege.
And the thing is, Kenshin even now has his immortality available, so even if you catch him off guard, even if he has to sacrifice himself for the play, he will still make the play and he will still live. You will need to kill him once again, so even more HP to play around. And even though I was saying that Revenant Order doesn't really have something in the form of frontline, it's working so well for them because they are the first to pull the trigger.
Absolutely, another tectonic charge used by Kree, but did not connect onto anyone as the curtain calls goes in towards the backline as well. They're still trying to hold their ground out, but it doesn't matter. HP pretty low as the shutdown goes in on Reborn TZ, and Shai is going to be falling. The next one in line. He's not surviving though, but he's still holding strong. How is this Lapu Lapu being an immortal out there without an immortality? Make sure that the inhibitor in the bottom falls. And with that, Revenant Order, back off.
Do you know what's the scariest part, Scared?
What?
It's that Shay is playing Lapu after the nerfs. This is after the nerfs. And it's still this tanky.
I don't know what he's building out here. I want to have a look at the itemization one more time. I looked at everything except for his own items. But my man is on absolute materials which you are not supposed to be using out here in real life. He's just surviving, he's soaking through everything, and I don't think so I can say the same thing for Astra. He's not surviving through any of that. Bursted down even through the Vengeance, 2, 6, and 1, 30 seconds before the Lord. Yeah, that's going to be another free Lord going in for Revenant Order.
But the thing is, right, you were able to push the bottom. Wait a second.
Hold on, that's going to be the first pick probably coming in from the other side. A big mistake from Kenshin. Openings coming in, but Allen answers back instantly on the other side. Heavy crossbow was used up already by Kenshin, but he can't really get a break though as mega kill for Shaik. And he is still standing up. This man always pulls something out of his hat. It could be a rabbit, it could be a pigeon, it could be a freaking horse, man. And he will still make sure that he is the biggest magician out there. 2 for 2 trade though, but at least AKKE can now open some things up.
Well, for a bit it looked like he won't be pulling out a horse. For a bit it looked like he will be pulling out a donkey and he won't be able to drive away on that. But in the end he indeed pulled out a horse and was able to jump out. But the next Lord of this game, possibly the last Lord of this game, is being started by AKKE and taken by Revenant Order right now.
Yeah, one of the big item pickups coming in for Toby is definitely that blade armor. It's going to make sure that Reborn TZ eventually is chunking his own HP down if he's going in for those auto attacks. But look at the back line. Oh my goodness, Kyusen! This man can't even breathe over on the other side. An answer back for Reborn TZ as he gets a double. 3 taken down. They don't need a lot to end right now. They know that there's no wave clear on the other side. A wind talker for Reborn as he goes and chases Toby. No crossbow tang available. It doesn't matter. He's got a killing spree. He's got enough damage. The true damage was already there now as Nandayo on the Kagura cannot survive. No Hayabusa to save the day or the game or the clan or AKKE. That's Revenant Order stealing the game 1-1.